Thank you, Mr. President. They've asked me to speak briefly. Well, they gave me 15 minutes worth on the county process, but I promise you it won't take all 15 minutes. I was thinking last night, it seems like this meeting every year is right after the Iron Bowl, and one of the things I like about this particular meeting is I don't have to sit there and worry about when Debbie Wood or Mark Culver may holler out, "Sonny, you got a minute?" That's happened twice in the last 7 years, but it didn't happen last weekend, so that makes it a lot better for me. Speaking of football, when Coach Saban had the virus last weekend, the Alabama coaching staff had some adjusting to do, and they did what they needed to do. And one thing we've all learned in this year of the COVID is that we can adjust as individual counties and as a county family. We've proved that we know how to adapt, and we're willing to do so. And we've tried to go about it in a manner that fosters participation with each one of the 67 counties. Our association is structured so that when you're elected as an officer, you spend the first 2 years as vice president and then president-elect before serving your term as president. In the 4th year, you're asked to chair the legislative committee, and I'm honored to serve as your chairman this year. This legislative committee huddle that we're convening this morning is one of the most critical pieces of a complex county government puzzle. Many of you remember the large crowd we had in person last year under the good leadership of Tony Cherry. We had no clue then of the effect the coronavirus would have on each of us from that point forward. It has presented a myriad of challenges that had to be met and some obstacles that needed to be overcome. I want to mention just a couple of them to kind of give you an idea of how the process has worked the last several months. The first one was, how would we hold the various affiliate legislative committee meetings? Well, they were all done virtually. Each affiliate met virtually. The second and larger question was, how would we hold this meeting? The ACCA Legislative Committee. What would need to be done to get us to where we are today? The Legislative Committee was split into 4 groups covering the gamut of county government. Members were assigned to join the group that they felt most relevant to them. Those subgroups, those 4 subgroups are finance and taxation. Each of you are a member of one of these groups: finance and taxation, public safety and law enforcement, transportation and land use, and county administration. These 4 legislative subcommittees met virtually to discuss issues raised during the affiliate meetings. And on November 12th, the entire ACCA Legislative Committee met virtually and voted to pass the 2021 ACCA platform. The members also heard at that time reports from all 4 subgroups to know what had been discussed by fellow committee members. And then finally, the ACCA Board of Directors met, again virtually, on November 18th to approve the 2021 platform on which we'll be voting later today. A little later this morning, Sonny will highlight some of the major issues of that platform. So with that said, I want to thank you, each of you, for your dedication, your hard work, and especially for your attendance here today. We expect it to pay off when the legislature convenes on February 2nd. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much, Mr. President.